Happy Thanksgiving, guys. As of this recording, it's still Christmas. Wow, it's still Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. You're gonna see this video is gonna drop after Thanksgiving, at like midnight, some shit. But yes, Charlotte Flair, the Raw Women's Division desperately needs Charlotte Flair, guys. I know this is gonna be unpopular. But hear me out. Don't click the video or anything. Hear me out, guys. Look, Charlotte Flair for me. I'm not a fickle fan. I've always been a fan of Charlotte, so it's not like, oh my god, now they miss Charlotte. No, I've always been a fan of Charlotte. I think Charlotte is an amazing talent. Maybe she needs a new gimmick because she's kind of getting stale. And towards the end, they really just made it so, like, she was just getting overexposed, where she was on 3 different brands a week, where she was NXT champion and this and that. But now that she's gone, Raw now, I don't think they're going to have Naomi for a while, I think, because she's injured. And so, I don't think Charlotte's injured, she's just resting and shit, but they need her, man. They need her badly. This Raw division is in fucking tatters, guys. I think you guys can all agree with me that the Raw division, women's division, is absolutely garbage. Absolutely in tatters. You have Lana competing for what's her fucking name? Asuka's title, Raw Women's title. And the only one worthy right now is Shayna, and Shayna's in the tag division with fucking Nia Jax. Who gives a shit? Shayna Baszler's the only, reliable. And yeah, maybe because, WWE, they focused on the 4 horsewomen. They should have, they fucked up. They should have focused on others. And otherwise, no one in that division feels credible. No one feels credible. It sucks. When you have Lana, I don't even know who else is even on the fucking show, to be honest. This is Lana, or you have Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans. And I feel bad because look, I'm not a big fan of Asuka. I prefer to Becky and shit like that. But sure, Asuka is credible. Asuka, I think, is pretty talented, and she deserves better opponents. And you're just giving people Lana right now. We're getting Lana. Who the fuck else is next? Peyton Royce? The only one who's really gonna dethrone her right now is Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler's still with this fucking Nia Jax shit, putting Lana through tables with Nia Jax. So, this... I don't know, man. Charlotte, to me, I think she's very talented. I'm probably gonna get, because a lot of the IWC hates her, so I'm probably gonna get shitted on. But honestly, this division needs Charlotte desperately. At least SmackDown, they have Bayley, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, they could build up, but literally there's fucking no one on Raw besides Shayna Baszler, and she's not even a fucking single star. They have to scrap the women's tag titles, but that's a different story for another maybe video. But this division desperately needs Charlotte Flair. And if she were to come back, don't overexpose her like you did, and because that only fuels the flames. Oh my god, she's overpushed, she's overexposed. Honestly, look, I think that all of her accomplishments are due to the fact that she's really fucking talented. She's very talented. There are other talented women on the roster, but Charlotte Flair is one of the best, so I like her, so I ain't really mad. But at the same time, you gotta stop, over pushing her. Or not even over pushing her, overexposing her, like you did towards the end of her last run, where she was just on each show every week. She was on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and she was NXT champion. I didn't understand this shit. She was at least on 2 shows a week, at least. And at most it was fucking 3: Raw, SmackDown, NXT. But You know, honestly, I think right now, like, this division is such in tatters. And we're gonna talk about Raw in another video. Why, like, what the fuck has become of Raw? Raw's another story. Raw is a disaster in itself, but the women's division is so bad right now. I mean, and they're a perfect example of putting shit on the show for the sake of putting shit on the show. And honestly, I've always preferred more wrestling, so I never really cared about it being 3 hours, because a pay-per-view could be really fucking fantastic. But for Raw, it seems like obviously they just put filler. They put filler in, so now I'm just like, alright, you gotta make this shit 2 hours. But right now it's 3 hours, and they're just putting people on the show for this. Like, they'll put Lana twice, they'll put Nia Jax on the show twice, they'll have her competing in multiple fucking matches. This division is just so weak right now. And they have Asuka, they have Shayna Baszler, but that's pretty much it. Bianca Belair went to SmackDown, and we'll see if they use her. But with Naomi gone, she's not. I don't think she's coming back anytime soon. Raw needs someone. They need like a star power, and a feud for Asuka. Because who wants to see a Lana feud with Asuka? Who wants to see a Lana Asuka feud with Peyton Royce? Who wants to see a Asuka Nia Jax feud? Who wants to see an Asuka Lacey Evans feud? I don't even know who the fuck else is on that show, honestly. Who else is on that show? Who wants to, like, I love Mandy Rose, but who, if they could build up Mandy Rose, like, she has potential. I've always liked Mandy Rose, like, but right now, no. Dana Brooke is not really, she had potential, but they just, they don't push her anymore. But honestly, this division needs Charlotte badly. Charlotte will bring the star power, honestly. Well, I mean, at one point, before Roman Reigns, before his recent heel turn, before he came back, I was saying Charlotte was better than Roman Reigns. That's how highly I think of Charlotte, and I think she is really great, but unfortunately, they push her down too much. They put her on TV so much that people hate it, and the Four Horsewomen, they used to get all the fucking spotlight, and I don't blame people for not liking it, but me personally, Charlotte, she's really talented, 100%, and we'll see what happens, but I hope she comes back soon, because this division is just absolutely horrible. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video, that'll be it. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Thank you for the support on the last couple of videos. Hope you guys check out my AEW Dynamite review, the newest one, before this one, and turn that notification bell on. And I'll see you guys next time for the next video. Thank you.